I'm gonna give you the real deal truth. In life, we're not always gonna hit the target on the first try. As you can see, I'm out here shooting arrows, and sometimes with the elements, things can be inconsistent. So you got a lot of uncontrollables, right? You got a lot of factors that you just don't have any say over. And sometimes it's okay that we miss. It's not a big deal that you miss. It's not a big deal that you failed. I had a partner tell me once, he said, Jay, when it comes to pulling the trigger, you're gonna quickly realize that the pulling of the trigger, it's not a one-time thing. You're gonna find yourself pulling the trigger again, again, and again. That couldn't be more true, because failures happen. And sometimes, out of fear of failure, we stop pulling the trigger. To the right. We stop pulling the trigger. Sometimes we stop pulling the trigger out of fear. We can't let fear stop us from pulling the trigger. It's okay that we miss. Sometimes what we shooting for, sometimes it's hard. It's not always easy. As we know, the good things in life are always hard to get right. That's what they say anyway. Center left. That was actually center low. Center low. That last one was center low. Just want to raise it up a little bit. Wind blowing to the right. So, okay, you missed. So what? And it may have not even been your fault. There's external factors that's at play. We got wind out here, all right? We got equipment kind of breaking down. My fletchings aren't the best. But that shouldn't stop us from pulling the trigger again. You get back up there, make your adjustments, reposition, pull again. Keep pulling the trigger. Don't stop. You're closer than you think. I'm at a point in my life where I don't fear failure as much, right? It's not as big as a deal to me as it once was. Like, I embrace my failures now, because I realize that my failures all along, they could have been my professor. They could have been a school I could have learned from. And so the more failures I make in life, the more knowledge I acquire, the more wisdom I gain. So I don't fear failure. What I do fear is not trying. Because if you don't try, failure, success, none of it matters. Because you'll never get to what you're trying to get to. You'll never reach the destination that you're trying to reach if you never try. Ooh. I'm gonna go from way downtown. I'm off camera, but I'm still on target. Woo! Right above. Now I gotta go get that. Keep pulling the trigger. Don't stop. Keep trying. You're gonna make some steps. You're gonna make some mistakes. You're going to experience failure. You're going to experience loss. And it doesn't always feel good. But just because it doesn't feel good doesn't mean that it's not good for you, right? Some things in life don't feel good, but the feeling is not always an indicator if something is wrong or if something is off. Sometimes things get uncomfortable. So failure can be uncomfortable, but don't fear it. That's my message. Don't fear failure. Try it. You got some ideas that you want to try it. You got a business plan, execute it. Go for it. And if you fail and if it blows up in your face, get back up, try it again. Try it again. We cannot afford not to try at this point in our life. We got to go for it. Listen, I love y'all. I just want to keep it real with you. That's all. That's it. Keep pulling the trigger.